Imagine being shoved inside a life-size bronze bull. The hatch slams, a fire crackles beneath, and the metal starts to glow. Your screams slither through a tangle of pipes and come out the other end, as well as snorting, bellowing animal. The crowd doesn't hear you. They hear an angry bull, and the smell wafting from the nostrils. Sweet incense, not barbecue. Feels like a deleted scene from a slasher flick, right? Yet ancient writers insist it happened again and again. So, did anyone actually roast inside the Brazen Bull, or is this just history's most metal urban legend? Picture the first victim's heartbeat thudding against bronze ribs. The inventor, Perillos, climbs in to demo his pride and joy for the tyrant Phalaris. A torch touches kindling, the statue warms, and within minutes the craftsman becomes the entry. Legend says Phalaris listened to the bull moo and smiled. If that doesn't make your skin crawl, the rest of the story will. Today we're cracking open a 250-year-old cold case to see whether history backs the horror, or if we're just passing around a really gruesome campfire tale. Most retellings start here. And why not? A clever artisan wants to impress a ruthless ruler, so he builds the ultimate deterrent. A hollow bronze ox that roasts people alive while turning their agony into dinner theater. Inside, tiny pipes supposedly twist human shrieks into bovine growls. Writers even claim perfumed smoke puffs from the snouts so the audience doesn't lose its lunch. Phalaris, tyrant of the Sicilian city-state Akragas, loves the pitch so much that he tests it on the guy who built it. Justice, Sicilian style. Who wrote this nightmare down? Biggest name, Diodorus Siculus, a Greek historian scribbling in the 1st century BC. In his library-sized epic Bibliotheca Historica he serves the full scene construction, acoustics, the whole 9 yards. Other illustrious Pindar, Cicero, Pliny, Ovid either slam Phalaris's cruelty or describe the contraption itself. Cicero even wields the story like a courtroom club, branding corrupt governors as wannabe Phalaris. But notice the gap. Phalaris ruled in the 6th century BC. Diodorus writes 5 centuries later. That's like us swearing a 1,520 seconds rumor is gospel because we've got diaries and Twitter hot takes. Helpful, sure, just not courtroom solid. Meet the cast. Perillos, sometimes Perillos, is described as an Athenian bronze worker. Athens loved innovation. Sicily loved intimidation. He pitches his bull as 2 birds, 1 stone. Painful execution plus crowd-pleasing FX. Phalaris, boss of Akragas, keeps 30,000 citizens in line with harsh PR stunts. According to Diodorus, Phalaris admires the gadget, hates the salesman, and lights the furnace beneath Perillos. Note to entrepreneurs, always read the refund policy before demo day. Later, when Telemachus boots Phalaris out, the new regime supposedly cooks him the same way. Moral symmetry sells scrolls. Strip away the drama. Could a bronze bull roast a human, distort sound, and smell like a spice shop? Bronze conducts heat fast. Inside, temperature would rocket long before the metal glows red. Victim would collapse from hypothermia and shock within minutes, not hours, matching ancient claims of quick spectacles. As for acoustics, Greek theaters already use hidden clay pipes to amplify and warp voices. Run a few narrow tubes from chest to mouth, add reed valves, basically ancient kazoo tech, and screams come out as raspy, animal snorts. The incense part's easy. Toss herbs on the coals, hot smoke jets out the nostrils. Gross? Absolutely. Mechanically doable? Yep. Here's the crater-sized hole. No bull, no fragments, no dig site. Archaeologists have combed Sicily for decades. Nothing life-size and bronze barbecue-shaped has surfaced. You'd expect colossal shards, scraps of pipework, maybe furnace stones. Nada. Bronze was valuable. Conquerors loved melting trophies. Carthaginians reportedly hauled the bull away in 406 BCE after sacking Akragas, and Rome might have recast it into helmets, coins, or irony-allured church bells. Absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence, though. Sicily's fertile soil and constant rebuilding make excavation a nightmare. Maybe the original vanished, but the brand went viral. Early Christian writers say Romans recycled the gimmick, roasting martyrs inside metal oxen or hollow iron statues. Augustine name drops it in City of God. Medieval inquisitors and Renaissance tyrants copied the terror factor if not the exact blueprints. Lesson: humans don't need a physical relic to spread a clever horror story, just a vivid description and a few imperial decrees. Academics split into camps. Minimalists call the bull moral propaganda, Greek and Roman authors exaggerating tyrant tropes to scare voters. Maximalists cite multiple independent references spanning 5 centuries and 3 cultures, unlikely if the gadget was pure invention. The middle ground? Phalaris probably staged flashy executions. Over centuries, storytellers welded separate details, bronze casting, acoustic pipes, incense into one super device. Historical core, legendary tinsel. Let's be honest, the Brazen Bull is the perfect cocktail of ingenuity, irony, and nightmare fuel. It warns inventors not to arm despots. It flatters citizens that tyrants get payback. And it lets every era feel morally superior. We never build that while we build worse. Every age needs a boogeyman, and a hollow ox that bellows your final scream fits the bill. If this deep dive is twisting your stomach in the best way, hit like, smash subscribe, and ring the bell for more history that refuses to stay polite. Drop a comment. Do you think the bull was real hardware or ancient clickbait? Best takes might star in the next video. Let's score it like a trial. Ancient testimonies. Multiple but late 30 points. Mechanical feasibility. High with period tech 25 points. Archaeological proof. Zip -40. Narrative continuity across cultures. Strong 20 points. Political motive to exaggerate. -10. Grand total. 25 out of 100. Circumstantial, not conclusive. Translation: we can't convict history, but the file stays open. So, was the Brazen Bull historically accurate? Safest answer: partly. Somewhere in 6th century Sicily, a tyrant named Phalaris staged terrifying executions, and later writers fused those memories into a single iconic device. Whether victims roasted inside an actual bronze ox or simply suffered creative bonfires, the psychological impact on citizens was identical. Fear kept order, legend kept fear alive, and here we're 2 millennia later still retelling the tale. History rarely hands us smoking guns, sometimes just smoking nostrils. The Brazen Bull may never clatter into an archaeology lab, but its footprint stomps through literature, politics, and our morbid curiosity. Next time you bump into a story too grotesque to be true, remember, tyrants love spectacle, writers love villains, and humans love a good shudder. Thanks for watching. If you learned something, share this with the friend who swears ancient history is dull because nothing says exciting like a killer cow. Subscribe for more dark history, and I'll catch you at the next twist in the timeline.